History made in baseball. This is such a fun one. When it came
It's pretty
across as a
exciting.
news alert, I was like,
know.
yes! Shohei Ohtani became the very first player ever to have 50 home runs and steal 50 bases in a single season.
KCAL News reporter Kara Finstrom is live in Little Tokyo with all the excitement surrounding this story. Kara, good morning.
Good morning. Ohtani already had a special spot in fans' hearts and in LA's skyline, but now he has secured that spot in the history books with not one, but 3 home runs. Take a look.
Ohtani sends one in the air, deep right field. He's in a world of his own. On a 1-2, Ohtani sends one in the air, the other way, back it goes. We all are watching this guy. Oh my gosh! Shohei Ohtani!
Number 17 thrilling Dodger fans as the team played the Marlins. The Dodgers would like to get their hands on that historic baseball. The fan who caught it, though, reportedly took it home rather than negotiate. Sports memorabilia experts predict it could be worth $500,000. So big day for that fan as well. Now, Ohtani also had 2 steals. That's secured on the second part of that amazing 50-50 status. He has been successful now in the last 28 stolen base attempts. Manager Dave Roberts said he thinks Ohtani likes the challenge of studying pitchers. Ohtani has not pitched himself this season. He's been recovering from elbow surgery, and many think that actually allowed him to really focus on batting and base running. Over in Melrose, we caught up with another street artist who's paying tribute.
I've been tracking the game very closely, especially since I started this piece. Since before I started this piece, I wanted to make sure that the chances were good that he was going to hit the 50-50, although I did have exceptional confidence that he would. And I thought that maybe I would have an extra day to finish before he met that moment. But lo and behold, today's game was absolutely bonkers.
And I love that confidence from the artist. That piece of art up at 7549 Melrose. 7549 Melrose. If you want to go check it out, maybe snap a picture with it.
Description, the game was bonkers because we've never seen anything like that. So powerful in hitting. Kara, thank you. Now, obviously, this is a major moment in baseball history.
Now here to offer a little more context is the official Dodgers team historian, Mark Langill. Mark, good morning. Thank you so much for joining us.
My pleasure.
This is a fun one, right? We know Shohei is now the only member of the very elite 50-50 club. But can we talk a little bit about maybe some of the players that have had a close call in the past?
Absolutely. You know, 30-30 used to be the big deal in terms of Raul Mondesi did it twice. Matt Kemp came close to 40-40. In 2011, he had 39 home runs and 40 stolen bases. And we thought that was Mount Everest, 40-40. And so that's why what we're seeing now doesn't seem real, because nobody ever considered somebody could do 50-50 before. And over the weekend, we were planning a 50-50 celebration. When is he going to do it? We had no idea that he's going to go 6 for 6
right?
with 3 home runs and 10 RBIs.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Could it be 60-60? Can we do that?
Hey, you can't put anything past him, because think of all the hype when we first signed Shohei, and now we can't even, it just seems like we're watching a movie. We don't know what's going to happen next, but it doesn't feel real because everything he's doing, it looks like he can do anything, and it seems like it's so easy, and that's the amazing thing. We're just all along for the ride watching history.
Yeah, it was so soon, too. Okay, if he were to retire today, put this in historical perspective for us. Where does he rank with other Dodgers greats like Duke Snider or Jackie Robinson, others?
He goes right up on Mount Rushmore next to Vince Scully, Jackie Robinson, Sandy Koufax. He's already up there.
So talk about what's next. Do we even know?
Well, we don't know, and that's the fun part. He's never been in the playoffs before, and so that's the exciting part.
Oh, yeah.
The one intriguing storyline, you had talked about his rehab from the injury. There's a chance. They said they're leaving the crack of the door open that he could pitch in the playoffs. Wouldn't that be something after 50-50? Suddenly he's pitching in the playoffs? I don't put anything past him.
You know, it's interesting because last year we were talking about that this could be the next Babe Ruth, right? And now it seems like he's just in a league of his own.
You're absolutely right. The things that we're seeing right now, we may never see again. So that's why we have to appreciate it, because these stats, it's like video game stats. They just don't seem real anymore.
And we have it in LA.
Yes, Mark, thank you so much for joining us. Always nice to hear some historical context.
Yes.
Thank you.